traders at UBA said they expect the Nigerian bond market to sustain the calm trading until next week's MPC meeting, while also expecting lean market liquidity pending the receipt of the 2025 bond coupon payment inflow from the Federal Accounts and Allocation Committee. Kenneth Onoha, team member Assets and Liabilities at UBA, joins me for a market wrap. Kenneth, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Esther.
I know that yesterday, system liquidity opened the trading day at the money market now low at around 48 billion Naira, and that appears to have persisted today. Bring us up to speed on market trading action today.
Sorry, could you take that again, please?
So let's start with the money market. I was saying that yesterday, system liquidity opened the market low at around 48 billion. Bring us up to speed on how that played out today, and of course, take us through the other segments of the market.
All right, that's fine. Thank you. Like you rightly pointed out, system liquidity opened at 47.67 billion yesterday, largely due to SLF activities. We saw the SLF activities valued at about 333 billion, and the reasons are not exactly far-fetched. The bond auction settlement happened on Wednesday, which of course led to a depletion in the liquidity in the system, where over 475 billion was actually put up on offer, was actually sold and then we saw that naturally caused a depletion or a decline in the system liquidity levels on Wednesday. By default, that translated into Thursday system liquidity closing at about 47.67. As we speak today, it's currently trading at about, trending at about 52 billion. However, the interesting thing to note is the fact that we expect the settlement bond or coupon payments for Monday, about 38 billion is supposed to hit the industry on Monday, and then of course we expect FAAC of about 1.2 trillion hitting the system sometime in the course of next week. Moving on quickly to the fixed income market, where the bonds and secondary bond market actually traded really calmly on yesterday. What we have seen is we've seen investors doing selective purchases on the bond side. Currently, we see that the 2038s currently we were offered at about 19%, while the 2034s were there was a wide bid and ask spread between in the 2034s, where we saw bids at about 20.95 and then the offers at about 20.45%, of course leading to very few trades being consummated around that on the bond side. On the Treasury Bill side, what we have seen is we have also seen calm, but of course calm sessions around the Treasury Bills side of the market. We have seen interest particularly tilted towards the long-dated instruments around the February and the March 2025 instruments. Right. What we have noticed is that they are currently being traded at about around 19% levels, sub 19% levels. Now, if we put more color to that, these are bills that were printed at the last auction in February at 19%, and then the March 6 auction about 21.49%. So clearly, it tells you where the market is currently at.
Right. Now, I wanted us to talk about the FX market because all eyes have been on the Naira in the last couple of days, just looking at that significant strengthening at both the NAFEM and NAFEX markets. And now we know that CBN has cleared the outstanding FX liabilities. Some banks have received their balances, and we're seeing external reserves at 31.4, but they have been around those levels for a couple of weeks now. But we're seeing the Naira at between 1,300, just over 1,300 and 1,453 at the NAFEX market. Okay, so let's start with where the Naira is traded today, and then talk to us about this trend. Because I know that it's been at 1,516, even with those measures taken by the CBN, and even with the inflows of dollars that have come in the last couple of weeks. But suddenly, we're seeing the Naira strengthening significantly. Just help us put this all into perspective. Did you hear my question? Kenneth, can you hear me? Well, it looks like I may have lost a connection with Kenneth, but we'll leave it there. Speaking to Kenneth Onoha, team member, Assets and Liabilities at UBA.